Hello, this is Mr. Pereira, and we have another theme we want to talk about today in APUS history, and that's American and national identity, right down here on our theme poster. So, to look at this a little bit, and what we're talking about here, let's just read through it real quick. It says the development and debates about democracy, freedom, citizenship, diversity, and individualism, so all those things, shape American national identity, cultural values, and beliefs about American exceptionalism. That really just means what makes America unique or special compared to other countries. Unique is a better word. And in turn, and therefore, these ideas shape political institutions like our government and society. So, we've had a lot of talk throughout our history about these different ideals of democracy, freedom, and so on. And they, in turn, have shaped our society. And then, lastly, it says throughout American history, notions of national identity and culture have coexisted with varying degrees of regional and group identities. And we'll talk about that in a second. So, really, the first part is throughout our history, we've been talking about and debating, what does it mean to be an American? What does democracy mean? What does citizenship mean? Okay, as we look at this. So, when we're looking at America, we have celebrations around that and so on. But there's kind of a shift in things. So, for example, ideas about citizenship and individualism when it comes to voting throughout our history, when our nation started, it was mostly white landowners, a bunch of white dudes in powdered wigs and knee breeches. They're the ones who could vote. That was the idea of citizenship. But by the time we get to today, it's a much more diverse group of people in terms of gender and ethnicity and race and so on. So it's something for us to really think about is how has our identity shifted? How have some things stayed the same? The last part, though, says throughout American history, there's the notions of national identity and culture have coexisted with varying degrees of regional and group identities. So, for example, that could be things as simple as sports. So down in Florida, they for some reason like the Dolphins, but up here in our area, it's a little different. And so there's those kinds of identities. We see that in regional dialects. We see that in regional foods. And as you go throughout the country, there's various foods people eat. So we have that, but yet we still identify as American. We look at what makes us diverse and different and what makes us American.